Hey, and welcome back to another Snacks All Day. We are making pupusas today. This is me making them when I made the shredded beef. I was trying to make them to go with the beef, and it did not work. As you can see, they look all nice and dry. So I decided to call one of my friends, and she gave me some pointers so I can make them again. So here we are. I refuse to be defeated, so we are making these pupusas again. So we're going to start off with 2 cups of the masa flour. I hope I'm saying that correctly. But we start off with the flour. I am having trouble, as you can see. So we already have 2 cups in. Then we go in and sprinkle about a pinch of salt on there. Then we add some water. This was a tip that she gave me. She said make sure the water is warm. That's Kenzo here for a little razzle dazzle for you. And we are mixing. She also gave me some pointers to make sure like it's similar to Play-Doh. So I'm just going to continue to. So I'm adding more water so that I can get the texture of Play-Doh that I want. It's easier to add a little water at a time versus having to add more flour because you over poured on water. I felt like it was still a little dry, so I'm adding just a tad bit more water to give me the texture that I wanted. So yes, it takes a lot of arm work here, but I refuse to be defeated with these pupusas this go round. Shout out to Ethan on making the Snacks All Day logo that you see there in the left corner, and shout out to Thrax for this beat that is playing in the background of my video. So I am making pupusas now. My dough is the right texture. I'm about to make a little hole in there to add my cheese. You can make different flavors of pupusas, but this is my first time making them, so I'm going with cheese. About partway in, I realized that the dough was sticking to my hand, so I dipped my hand in a little bit of water. I don't know why I didn't think of this beforehand, but anyway, dip your hand in a little bit of water to make sure it doesn't stick to your hand. I'm taking forever to make these. I'm sure others can crank these out faster than what I'm doing, but I started off with 3 pupusas. Later on my technique got a little bit better, but I did that off camera. So here's my second one. You want to make sure your cheese and everything is covered by the dough and that your cheese isn't shown because it will burn on the pan. So my pan has already been preheated. So here are my pupusas, the 3 that I made for this video. So they actually were taking a long time in my mind for them to get golden. So I decided, hey, let me try a little bit of oil in a pan and see how that works. But then I remember my pupusas that I had from my friend were never greasy. They were fine. So I was like, nah, I'm gonna scratch this and go back to the pan. By the time I went back to the pan, they were the right color, the right texture that I remember having them. So I stayed with them. So flipping them over one more time, you can see they're nice and golden. Yes. So here's my pupusa. I got a comment in my last video saying that I should cut things open so that people can see the inside. So I'm looking for a knife to cut it open. Here we are, cutting it open. And look at that. Wow. Yeah. So now I'm going to try this. Yes, it's hot, as you can see, but it's good. Oh yeah. So what's a pupusa without the authentic salad that goes with it? I'm not sure if I made it the right way, but this is my method of making this salad. I bought shredded cabbage mix versus shredded the cabbage myself. But yes, and I also wilted or added some hot water to my cabbage to get them a little bit more tender, but I like the crunch. But yes, you add the vinegar, white vinegar, salt and pepper to it. You give it a mix. give it a mix. Boom, boom, boom. You also have to try to make sure you have the right ratio of vinegar, salt, and pepper to the cabbage mix. Yes, good stuff, good stuff. So here's the plated papusa with some of the salad on top. Yes, and I have to try this as well. So that, yes, good. So this is what I was going for when I made the shredded beef. I wanted to make the papusas with the shredded beef and a little bit of the salad on top. So here we are, the shredded beef, the salad on top, and here we are, papusas made by Snacks All Day. Thank you for watching, and thanks to Ethan for the logo and Thrax for the beats.